Good morning. In this video, we'll be discussing about Class 9, Chapter 10 Gravitation, Universal Law of Gravitation. Every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. The universal law of gravitation was given by Newton, so it's also known as Newton's law of gravitation. The direction of force is along the line joining the centers of the two bodies. Suppose two bodies of mass 1 and mass 2, namely m1 and m2, are lying at a distance r from each other. Then let the force of attraction between these bodies be capital F. Now, according to the universal law of gravitation, the force between two bodies is directly proportional to the product of their masses. That is, F is directly proportional to m1 into m2. The force between two bodies is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That is, F is inversely proportional to r square. When we combine them, we get F is directly proportional to m1 into m2 by r square. So when we put a gravitational constant g, we get this F equal to g into m1 into m2 by r square, where g is the gravitational constant. The value of g does not depend on the masses of the bodies or the distance between them. The formula gives the gravitational force of attraction F between two bodies of masses m1 and m2 which are at a distance r from one another. This formula is applicable anyway in this universe, and it is a mathematical expression of universal law of gravitation. Since the gravitational force between two bodies is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, therefore, if we double the distance between two bodies, the gravitational force becomes 1/4, and if we halve the distance between two bodies, then the gravitational force becomes 4 times. The law is universal in the sense that it is applicable to all bodies, whether the bodies are big or small, whether they are celestial or terrestrial. Saying that f is inversely proportional to the square of d means, for example, that is, if d gets bigger by a factor of 6, f becomes 1 by 36 times smaller. We can also take an example of 7. That is, if d gets bigger by a factor of 7, f becomes 1 by 49 times smaller. Next is unit of universal law of gravitational constant, g. According to universal law of gravitation, the gravitational force F between two bodies of masses m1 and m2 placed at a distance r apart is given by F equal to g into m1 into m2 by r square. This can be rearranged to get an expression for the gravitational constant g as follows, that is, g equal to F into r square by m1 into m2. Now the unit of force F is Newton, the unit of distance r is meter, and the unit of mass is m1 and m2 is kilogram. So the SI unit of gravitational constant becomes, when we substitute the value F, S, N and r square, that is meter square, and m1 into n2 kg into kg square. So the unit of g is Newton meter square kg negative square. So this is the units of gravitational constant g. If the masses m1 and m2 of the two bodies are 1 kilogram and the distance r between them is 1 meter, then putting m1 equal to 1 kg, m2 equal to 1 kg and r equal to 1 meter in the above formula, we get F equal to g into 1 into 1 by 1, that is F equal to g, when m1 equal to m2 equal to 1 kg and r equal to 1 meter. Gravitational constant, number that gives the strength of gravity. This picture shows the experimental setup of Cavendish method for determining the value of universal gravitational constant g. Thus, the gravitational constant G is numerically equal to the force of gravitation which exists between two bodies of unit masses kept at a distance from each other. The value of universal constant G has been found to be 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square by kg square. The extremely small value of gravitational constant G tells us that the force of gravitation between any two ordinary objects will be very weak, very weak. The value of gravitational constant G has been determined by performing careful experiments with two gold balls. Two heavy gold balls were suspended near each other by strong but delicate threads. The force between the two gold balls was then measured. Knowing the force Knowing the force between the gold balls and the distance between them, the value of G was calculated by using Newton's gravitational formula. The experiment with gold balls gave the value of gravitational constant G as 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton per meter square. We take G as 6.7 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square by kg square in the numerical problems just for the sake of convenience in calculations. The formula F equal to G into m1 into m2 by r square can be used to calculate the gravitational force anywhere in the universe. In all the cases, the value of G is 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton per meter square. Newton meter square by kg square, and m1 and m2 are the masses of the two bodies and r is the distance between the centers of the two bodies. The force of gravitation is a vector quantity and it acts along the line joining the centers of mass of the two bodies, which we learnt already. So this is all about universal law of gravitation and the units of gravitational constant G and the value of gravitational constant G. The value of gravitational constant G was found out by Henry Cavendish by using a sensitive balance who lived between 1731 to 1810. Thank you.